Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. It's Go Yanni, and I'm here to give you some tips on how to survive community college. So these tips can be transferable to university as well, I guess, but I'm just gonna market it towards community college because that's what I know. Okay, so I came up with 6 different things, and in no particular order. This is literally, I just came up with them. I was in the middle of class and I came up with them. Tip number 1, honestly, no, this is tip number 1. Like, probably the most important thing I'm gonna say is never let yourself have less than 2 classes in one day. Here's why. Wednesday comes around. Oh, I only have 1 class today. I just won't go. You know what that becomes? Every other Wednesday, it's just 1 class. I can miss 1 class. Do not, I repeat, do not let yourself have less than 2 classes in one day. Trust me. Trust me. I have 1 class. I probably didn't go to it for 3 weeks. Hi, Mom. I probably didn't go to it for 3 weeks in a row, and literally my excuse every time was like, it's just 1 class. Maybe I'm just a type of person that doesn't need to be in school. Who knows? I didn't really pay much attention to this because I just let my advisement do everything. When you're first starting out your first semester, you are probably going to want to work. That's probably why you're doing community college, you could work. Try to get a condensed schedule. So instead of having classes that are Monday through Friday, try to get your classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday schedule. You want to try your best to have a condensed schedule, so maybe only going to school 2 to 3 days a week instead of having 1 class every single morning. This next one, number 3, it really depends on the type of person you are, if you can trust yourself, if you know that you can do it, but absolutely, or honestly, after your first semester or even first year, you can probably do this, but do not take online classes. They sneak up on you. Their deadlines are so weird. You'll have your homework due on a Sunday night, or maybe you'll have a discussion due Wednesday, and it's like the first half of the discussion, and by Sunday you have to respond to 2 of your classmates. Online classes suck. The only time I've ever been able to complete an online class in its entirety and pass was on an intersession. I took 2 online classes during my winter break, and I got A's in both of the classes because it was all I had to focus on. Online classes, don't do it to yourself. You might think you're gonna, first semester I've got 2 online classes and 3 that I have to show up for, I'm chilling. No, those online classes will sneak up on you and you will not see it coming at all. Tip number 4, you get told this a lot, at least at my school. The advisors or any of the faculty, they'll just tell you to get involved. Like, students who are getting involved on their campus do better. My thing is to not leave school directly after your last class. So if you're in class and you get out at 10:50, whatever, don't just go straight to your car. Go to the library or the cafeteria or wherever you can on campus and just look at everything that you got from your teachers, and make a mental note of what needs to be done going forward, instead of just leaving and going home and going about the rest of your day. Because it's helpful to look at your papers before you leave campus so that you can either start something while you have time. So if maybe you sit down and you see something and you decide, I can just do this right now and knock it out really quick. But it makes school a part of your day instead of just like go to school, forget about it, go to work, continue about your life. It integrates school more into your day. You're not just going to school and leaving. You go to school, look at all your papers, write stuff down, just take a minute to decompress your day basically before you go on to your next location, your next activity for the day, especially if you don't have class the next day. So if you're on a Tuesday, Thursday schedule and it's Tuesday and you don't have class until Thursday, you might not touch your bag until Thursday when you're getting ready to go to class the next time. So, and you probably only have your class once a week or whatever, like you don't have the same classes every single day. So you're not gonna meet again until next week. Instead of holding it off till the weekend or whatever, right then and there, make a note of what needs to be done and you'll be more prepared. Tip number 5 is whatever software that your campus uses, Blackboard, Canvas, whatever the online thing is, turn on your notifications. I don't understand why this is a thing that needs to be said to people. People are missing things. Like when your professor cancels class, that's the first thing they're gonna do is send out a message on Canvas or Blackboard and let you know that they're not gonna be there. So I don't understand why people don't have their notifications on. I've never showed up to a class that was canceled. Not me, because I have my notifications on and have had them on since day one. If an assignment, once a grade is posted, I have it right away. An assignment is posted, oh, I know exactly when it's posted. What else do you get notifications for? Announcements. There's so many. I don't understand why people don't turn on the notifications. You turn your notifications on for Twitter and Instagram, but not your school software. Okay. Now I know I said number 1 was the most important, but this is definitely the most important, or equally as important as the first one. So don't just go to advisement, tell them what your major is, and have them pick out your classes for you. You should go to advisement with a clear plan and options, and you should already know exactly what classes you want to take when you go to advisement, and not just like, oh, this is my major, what classes do I need? Because there are so many classes that they're not going to present you to that can qualify for certain credits. So you should thoroughly read your school's course catalog. I know that's like, who the fuck wants to do that? But you should thoroughly read your school's course catalog so that you can see what electives qualify as electives under your major. There may be some things that like you would have never thought would meet a certain requirement for you unless you read in the course catalog. The advisors aren't always going to tell you that. You might be able to, like, I hate science. I don't know why, I just don't like science. And I didn't want to take normal biology for my science and lab credit, so I ended up taking astronomy. It ended up being really fucking hard, but it wasn't bio or chemistry, and I passed, and it was different, and I never would have known if I hadn't looked through my school's course catalog and checked the requirements to see exactly what I could take, as opposed to the generic, like, straight off the bat, what somebody's going to offer me that will meet a certain credit for my degree. And even still, advisors don't always do the right thing for you. I've been in school for longer than I should have been because my advisor didn't actually do the right thing. I went in with no plan, nothing at all, and he had me on a completely different path than I thought I was on. So, which ended up, I don't know, maybe being better for me in the long run, because I realized I don't actually care to be in school. So the time that I spent here, longer than what I needed to be, instead of transferring to university sooner or doing anything, it's made me realize that I am not my best in school. Go to your advisement with a clear plan, or at least a rough outline of, you want options, you want to go look at your graduation requirements in the catalog and see exactly how many credits of each course denomination that you need to graduate, and then go check your course denominations, check what falls under each category, and see what's on there that you may not have known your campus even offered. You may not have known the class existed. You would have never known unless you checked for it yourself. So you should always advise yourself and go to advisement with a plan, because that is how you get the best results. That's how you really look out for yourself, look out for you grow. So those are my 6 tips for community college. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, shorty, I see you on the flip side.
Smoke big joints, I'm a Rastafarian. I'ma get coin anywhere them dollars is. To the bank where I'm headed, yeah, I'm trolloping. It's the moolah, I keep following.